Hi everyone, this is Zarina from Healnlearn. Today I'm here with a very interesting guest, somebody who's been in engineering, in the engineering field, in a corporate environment for more than 30 years. Somebody who's been an automating engineer. Let me check exactly what the field was. Automation control process, telecom and IT arena. So
Yeah.
quite full on the logical part. You've worked most of your life. This is Alfredo Diaz, by the way. Welcome, Alfredo. Good to be talking to you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm very glad you're joining for this talk because you're coming up with a completely different career path to what you were doing before. It's like a complete change, and maybe it's useful to a lot of people to hear your story. You've kept an interest in astrology for quite some time, and now you're an expert in cards of truth, which is a branch of astrology combined with tarot. And so before I let you speak about the cards of truth, maybe if you share a bit with us what made you change your field of work and what brought you on this path. Why did you swap such a career for something completely different?
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. What happened was in my 30 years, especially after I think 20 years of experience in corporate, I saw many things because people is always trying to be the first, all of them, and especially the competitive people, because you find everything in that arena. And sometimes people doesn't care about the others. They go ahead for their goals and their fulfillment, and sometimes people just pass over the others. I was in sales, selling, technology.
Yeah.
And I think in sales, you can see that in it's like a very rude environment because people, in order to get the quote, they comply with the quote, people don't care about what to do and what to, how to treat their partner or whatever. So sometimes I felt not good in that environment. And I said, we need to be more human.
Yeah.
Sometimes I didn't feel well when I was working in corporate because I was thinking a lot about the compassion or the feeling or the more human area instead of the quota. Of course, I did my quotas, but at the same time, I say maybe I should go to human resource and knock the door and say I want to work here because I fit better here. So one point in time, I found myself in a contradictory path where I was working in something that I didn't like it at the very end because I love technology. I always love technology because it's ever-changing thing.
Yeah.
And one point in time, I saw my chart, something like this. Many. And I saw a specific moment when my own life changed a year ago. And then I said, what happened? Why this chart is telling me so many things that happened to me in a very accurate way? I need to find that out. It's like a new technology for me. So it was the time when I finished my active career and I started retirement. And I said, I'm gonna dedicate full complete my life to this because I want to find out how a chart can tell you about your purpose, the meaning of life, your career, about many things happening, because sometimes you can find there potential moments to join or to find a partner, a loving partner, or to join with others to make a business. Or maybe you get divorced. There are crucial moments in life that you can see through
and yeah, sorry for interrupting. I just meant because I have thoughts coming and questions in my mind, and one of the comments that I was about to speak was maybe these moments, if you can recognize them and if you can see them, the exact timing, maybe this will give you the stimulus, the internal security that this is the right thing to do. Maybe you've thought about it, but once you see it or somebody tells you, it gives you a confirmation that now is the right time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a portal. But it doesn't mean that, oh, I can see here this and this is going to happen. No. To me, the kind of true or the astrology, everything is like the weather channel.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to see how the weather is going to look like. Okay, but I can take provision to be in a good shelter. I can take provision if a hurricane is coming. I can shield my windows. I can put my house stronger. Or I can do nothing. It's up to you. I mean, it's at the very end, it's up to you.
You're right. So so this is also what I wanted to ask you. You see this divination method as a way of analyzing yourself and of receiving some guidance, or how do you see it? Is it a way that of a definitive truth? Can you read the definitive truth in the cards of truth?
Yeah, what happened is the truth is coming through the cards, and the system works with time, and you have to consider their date of birth and like astrology, but everything is very mathematical. An engineer.
Yeah.
I always like to try seeing and see if they are really true.
Yeah.
So when you see the chart, there are some energies that are playing, that are around you, and can drive you to make a decision, or can prevent you to make a decision. Sometimes they have good potential. Sometimes there are not the right moment to make a decision because you're going to be wrong. Or maybe the conditions are not the best one. So maybe you can waste some time for a better time to buy a house, to partner with someone, to initiate a business, or any, we are always taking decisions every single day. And every single day the cards plays. Because the good thing to this is you have your birth chart based on the cards. And then every day they change. Every day they change. So if we can identify the energy that is surrounding us using the cards, we are more aware what's going on with us.
Can you show us, maybe share a screen with the cards of truth so that we see what it is and have an idea of what we're talking about?
Or do you want somebody else? Maybe somebody else.
Yeah, just any.
Let me, yes, let's share it. I'm gonna open. Yeah, I'm gonna compare this.
How did you get introduced to the cards of truth?
How do I get? Because I was studying Vedic astrology, and kind of in an interview from my teacher of Vedic and my teacher of Carol True, they talk about the through benefits.
Mm-hmm.
So in that moment, I said, and the teacher said, "Wow, this is a very accurate and like a more less complicated way to talk about the people and see what can happen, what are the potential, what are the weaknesses." And I said, well, I want to learn that because something that I remember, he said, you can go to a 7-Eleven, buy playing cards, the playing card, and with that you can make a reading. It's not only the system that I had that I'm gonna show you. I need to share. Where is the sharing here? I don't find it. I want to share my.
It's below. Maybe I can just pull a random cards of truth thing and show it on the screen. And while I'm doing that, here you are.
Yeah. This is yeah. Here we are.
Yeah.
So it's not this. This is a software. It's a professional software that you get from Ernst Wilhelm, who is the person that invented this system.
Mm-hmm.
He had the fortune to marry a doctor, a PhD in IT.
Okay.
So
yeah,
he's an astrologer and kind of true and many other things. He's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife elaborate all these IT programs where all the mathematics and everything can be calculated. All of this coming from very complex calculations. Okay, what is Carlos true? This is an example. Normally, you can see here 6 different spreads. The main one is this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one is the birth chart, where it's taking into consideration the day of birth, the time, and the place where you were born. And you can see 13 cards here. If you go to a 7-Eleven and you buy a playing cards, you will find 52 cards. Because each card, each suit, you can see here the suit, you can see the black suit, you can see the clubs, the spades, the hearts, the diamonds. All of them, each one has 13 cards. So 13 cards by 4, 52. So you can see here, this card that you find here is the most important one because it's the energy that the person is define his nature. This person, for instance, is an ace of diamonds. So his mind is always thinking about the concrete. For instance, this person, if you want to ask her, hey, I need your time for this. Why? I need to make sure this is worth or not.
So how are these cards adding up on top of astrology? What essence or what layer are they adding up?
Well, in regards to astrology, you meant?
Yeah. How are they enhancing astrology? And
well, you can see here, astrology is a time-based system. Well, it has the signs also. You can see here in these little figures, symbols, the planets.
Mm-hmm.
Each planet has its own card. This is the sun card, moon card, Mars card, Mercury card, Jupiter card, Venus card, and Saturn card. And you know, in astrology, each planet, let's call all of them planets. I mean, regardless, the moon is a satellite, you know.
Yeah.
Each planet brings something to deliver to each person. Their nature. Sun delivers life, the spark, the passion. Moon, the mind, how I relate to everyone. Mars, how I can accomplish this with strength, the courage. Mm-hmm. Mercury is, oh, I have all of this. What I can do with this? Can I build a house? Can I make this to work better? How the resources, you know, can be used better. Jupiter inspired, and the teacher and the wisdom coming from him. Venus is, you know, everything that you can get that give you pleasure, nourishment, nourish you, and Saturn, the discipline. Each of them wants to give you their energy, but they interact between each other. And some of them can be friendly, some of them can be not much friendly, and some of them can be strong, some of them cannot. All these variables are coming from astrology. I mean, all these energies that are here at the very, very, very beginning, we need to know how they interact each other. So the good thing here is you have the energy of the card with the suit, but at the same time, you have more layers. The layer that is given by the planets, the layer that is given by why they need to deliver, and also the layer where they are located in the
chart.
Astro chart. For instance, I can switch here, and you can see this chart. You can see here where is each one of them located. It's different than the Western because this is the Vedic astrology.
Right.
It's a Vedic a chart. This is the South style, South Indian style. But you can see here the sun here is in, for instance, for this person is in Scorpio. The Mars is in Cancer. Moon is in Aries. But all of that is reflected here, of course. Once you know how to read this, how to interrelate, you understand why each of the cards inserted in each position, bringing some energy, is interacting with other energies given by the planets.
Yeah, so in a way, it is like one card combines all the aspects and all the sign interactions that are given for this planet. So it's a combination of everything. It's like extracted information for each position from the chart.
The other thing is the system interacts also with tarot.
Okay.
Which is giving more another layer of information. For instance, the first position, this one where the sun is, you have the energy of the moon and the sun. The second position, which is the moon itself, you have the energy from the major arcana, tarot major arcana of the emperor and the empress. I'm sorry for my English.
I know it's okay.
Yeah, for instance, in the Mars cards has the strength major arcana, and I'm sorry, and they had the strength and the temperance.
Uh-huh.
And
I'm
so
really not aware of tarot, so I don't really know. I mean, I've heard of these terms, major arcanas, but I really don't know what the difference is. But you don't need to explain it now. We can do it another time. If you want to continue.
all of the information, and you can go so deep in giving the information to the people for some question that they ask, I almost sure so far with my experience, people get satisfied in the way that they can get plenty of information. Sometimes we don't have too much time, because sometimes you know the consulting is 1 hour, so it's so dense that how much you can find there, that sometimes you need more time to end with a full analysis.
Right. Last time you made a short, not a short, actually it was meant to be a short reading of the natal chart, but we ended up speaking for 2 hours, because there's, as you said, layer and layer and layer, and you can dig deeper and deeper to understand things, and it's just incredible how much information you can extract from that. And I can testify that it was all true, or at least I felt that this was true for me and about me.
Yes, that's why I like it. I love it. The main reason why this system has so many layers is because there are only 52 cards, and you can ask yourself how 7 million or 7.5 billion people in the world will be all put together only in 52 I will say characters or
types.
So when I said, well, this is very generic. That's why when people ask me about the horoscope, I said, well, it's fine. It's a trend. But are you gonna think that how many people is in Aries? How many people are in Taurus? Sometimes like people say, oh, the horoscope will say that today this gonna happen to the Libra people. Well, okay, maybe not all, but these systems, the good thing is, you allow me to share. I have a sister that had the same card that you have.
Seriously? Okay, sure.
Yeah, I found that. But what happened is she had the planets in different configuration.
Oh, cool.
So the energy is not the same, because she was born maybe 15 years before you. She didn't born in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
She was born in Venezuela.
Yeah.
And she's living in different environment, but she has the same cards.
Wow. I'm curious.
Case, my son, the eldest one, he's 33. He has the same card, but it doesn't mean that he has his father. No, because his planets, his energy, everything is different, because it's completely different configuration, because he was born 29 years after I was born in different city, and it's a different configuration. The good thing is like a blueprint exclusively done for you. It's like a QR. Talking about digital things, it's like a QR code. It's unique. So your chart is unique. Is for Sorina. Nothing is gonna have even if somebody else was born in the same city, almost at the same time, it's gonna be different because
Okay.
everything.
Yeah, but now another question. So maybe the first, the main spread was the same between me and your sister or similar. But then when you dig deeper in the, as in Vedic astrology, the different sub charts,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
then it's different probably.
completely.
Yeah.
Because there are charts that they change just only with 1 minute difference.
Yeah.
Sometimes with 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's different. Everything changed.
Mm-hmm.
This is the beauty of the Vedic with the tarot and the playing cards together in this interrelated system. It's like a matrix.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's unique. I love it because my logical and engineering mind always like all of this. It's like a puzzle, like a 1,000 pieces puzzle for everyone that you need to put, and every piece is different for every person.
Yeah.
This is the beauty of this system. And at the very end, back to the first question or the second question, everyone decides where to go.
Mm-hmm.
But at least you can tell them, hey, hold on, you need to bring a coat because it's gonna rain or it's going to snow.
Mm-hmm.
You better bring it. Or don't bring this car because tomorrow you're gonna need a 4x4 car because the road is not gonna be very smooth. But if the person decides other thing, well, it's up to them.
Yeah.
Sometimes you know, you can find that the person that, for instance, there are people that ask me, oh, what about I met this person? Okay, give me the chart, give me the date of birth and so on. I can tell you, okay, now is the moment that you find him, you are with him, but he's not the right person for a long-term relationship. And the person can say, oh my goodness, but I'm in love with this person. Well, it's good now for the for the moment, but for the long-term relationship, it's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is there,
Mm-hmm.
but it's up to you. I said no. I take my chances. Okay, go ahead.
Is there anything else you want to show here on the chart? Because I just stopped your sharing. I thought we were done with it, but is there anything else you want to?
Here. And what happened is I had another computer here and.
Shall I stop sharing?
Do you want to stop sharing?
Yeah, I think for now, as an introduction, we can leave it here, and then we can come back another time, maybe even next week, with certain topics that we can talk about with the cards of truth.
Yeah, hopefully I mean, sometimes it's a little bit confusing, but at the same time, they can give you so much information just checking the cards. And I think it's gonna be very nice to keep talking because every chart has an energy and they like some position. It's like when you go to your office and you say, oh, I like this office a lot, but if you go to another place, maybe you don't feel very well. So the chart is the same. I mean, even chart doesn't like odd places.
Uh-huh. And now that you said places, does it change when you move? Do you account for that when you count for the transits, so to say, for the daily chart? If you're at a different place, do you change the location too?
Yeah, you could. You could, because the other thing that I didn't mention is beside the planets, they check also the cost. And each cost means something. 5 is the cost for the children, for creativity, for the illusion to get in love with someone.
Mm-hmm.
The 12 cups is more retirement from the world. You want to be more like a hermit person, be yourself. You don't want to. It's like going to vacation to Fiji and nobody knocked the door. Those energy also is there.
Uh-huh.
So in that way, you can see, oh, maybe this person is going to move. Oh, is the potential that this person is going to change the job.
So so you need the rectified chart to the minute, more or less, to be able to tell the exact cusp.
Yes, the best thing is having the exact. So that's why rectifying, you need to have several important facts that happen to you in your lifetime, and that way you rectify,
the exact time of the exact minute of birth. Yeah.
Yeah, because from that moment on is when everything develops forward. That's why it's very important the day of the time of birth.
Yeah. Do you also do rectifications for people?
No, I'm not doing that now. The rectification, I'm more interested in the partnership.
Mm-hmm.
And the purpose and meaningful for people, giving counseling, coaching for any specific matters that is concerning. Rectification takes a lot of time,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm trying to do it with, but since in my case it's taking me a lot of time, it's very time consuming.
Yeah.
I prefer, I vibe better when somebody asks me, oh, how is the relationship going? Oh, I can help you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or some people that need, no, I need a strategy to finish my PhD.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check how you're going to handle the energies.
Yeah.
To accomplish that goal. Something that challenges you to accomplish something, how to handle the energies in order to take the best from the time that you have to get to the goal that you have in your plans.
Did you use the cards of truth on yourself when you were thinking of what to do next after you finished with the engineering career?
When I finished the engineering career, I didn't know. I didn't know nothing about card of truth. In fact, I had some knowledge about Western, and I met
what is this?
astrology.
Western astrology. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I lost you for a second, so I couldn't hear.
Yeah. So what happened was I met an astrologer, Vedic astrologer. She's a lady very experienced in Western astrology. She was doing that for 20 years, more or less. And sometimes she told me, you know that I found that after 20 years doing Western astrology, now I have to reborn and redo myself because I know Vedic and it's different. And I found more accurate this Vedic than the other one. And when she showed me my card in paper, I saw in Vedic nothing about card of truth.
Uh-huh.
I saw dates that very important thing happened to me.
Uh-huh.
Marriage, in my career. And I say, oh my goodness, it's like in fact, I get nervous because I say, why did,
yeah.
It's like I have a chip inside, somebody read my heart.
Wow, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So then I switched from Western to Vedic and started little by little and get certified by Sangepi. He lives in San Francisco. He's very good in Vedic.
Mm-hmm.
And then I start following another people, and I found Ernst Wilhelm. I think this is the master for me.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I took a course with him when he came to Florida about La Guitarria Vastas, something that is very fascinating. It talks about the state of the planet, how they interact like a family, father, mother, kids, they all interact. It's the same for the planet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Something that is subject that I think some point in time we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because it's an area that help us with the card of truth.
Yeah.
So in one moment, I found Nicole Brenny, my card of truth teacher, in an interview with Ernst Wilhelm. She was asking, could you tell me what this is all about? Because Nicole she's a tarot reader since she was, I think, 10, 12 years old. She had approximately 20 years reading tarot, and she found card of truth. And when I saw her so interested in the card of truth, I said, wow, it's because it should be something very interesting. And Ernst explained everything, and from that moment on, I start following the card of truth. I found that I need more information about the card, so I took my certification in tarot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When I finished my tarot, I said, now I can do card of truth. I did card of truth. I'm now so happy that I done that because now I feel that everything converge. Vedic astrology, the tarot, the cards, all the things that involves in astrology. So I think it's a very complete system. So you can provide a full set of information to the people.
Mm-hmm.
It's what in my mind is now, because I want to publish many things in the web page,
Mm.
So where to start? Well, let's start simple. Let's do it like we are doing today.
Yeah, great.
But I mean, to me, it's a very powerful tool to help people to find a better way to handle this life. That's why in my introduction, I said how to play this life. It's like understanding how to play, because the card is like a playing card.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what is the card that God is sending to us today?
Yeah.
For instance, today we have the 6 of Diamonds, because each day in the 364 days of the year, we have one card. And that energy rules that day.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone has his own business to deal with. And it's like you have to consider somehow that energy, because they are there for you. You use it or not use it, that's fine. But it's something that really can help you for every area in your life, career, kids, mother, father, your partners in your business, your network, the people where you talk to and deal with, your gains, your philosophy, your belief, all of that is there.
Mm-hmm.
So depending the subject that is concerning you, you have to go there to that specific subject and go deep.
Yeah.
You want something general, well, you can do a generic approach.
Yeah.
But you can go so deep depending what is concerning you in one point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very powerful tool. And I want to share it. And I want to people get benefit from that.
Awesome. Thank you so much for this introduction, detailed introduction. And I'm sure you're going to come up with more explanations, more lessons, maybe analysis of what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
So we'll see you soon again on Heal and Learn. In the meantime, I'll put the links below to your profile if people want to book a reading and want to experience this. It's really amazing. As I said, I had a reading with you that you said this only touches the surface, and it was quite deep. So I really recommend people to try out. Thank you so much, Alfredo.
Thank you, sorry.